At this time, we would like to acknowledge Ms. Evelyn Spears, who is on our National Board of Wealth, and she's here from Michigan. Will you please stand so we can see you? See, we're getting them out for you, Ms. Biggs. We're getting them. Moving along, we now have David Ellison, Jean Stewart, and Molly Weezer. Make sure you get close to the mic.
Hi, Ione. Hi, everybody. It's great to see everyone here. Jim Levin actually had put me on the list here and had kind of mentioned something a couple of weeks or months ago that I was going to possibly have the opportunity to say something, and of course it completely escaped my attention until about the time when I sat down in the pew and Linda Park came by and said that I was actually on the list. But I think that I know exactly what I'd like to say, and what a pleasure it's been to know you and work with you. And I'd like to remind you and the others about a year's worth of meetings that we had way back when we were first planning the events around the 500th anniversary of Columbus, and a year's worth of meetings that were conducted using a form of formal consensus, and sort of the rare opportunity that was to work with people on those under those circumstances in a non-religious context. And I would never presume to speak for a group of people that I don't know and that I haven't been working with on a very regular basis as a facilitator of formal consensus. But tonight I think that I'm in a situation where I can speak for the whole group, and I think that we have formal consensus on how beautiful we think you are and how much we love you. Thank you, Ione.
Good evening. This is to Ms. Biggs, who has brought us much and taught us much. Women play an important, critical part in the management of the world, especially...
They can't hear you. We're going to have to move you to the front.
They
Hold
can?
on 1 second.
They
no.
can?
Down here so we can hear you. Okay?
Not through the microphone either?
This is for that camera.
The power of live presentation. Sometimes we have to make it up as we go.
I am here only because of Mrs. Biggs. I fell, I have cataracts, but I'm going to say what I know she has taught us and done for the people in peace and justice. Women have done many things. The center of their work for the environment has been tremendous, has been the words from the UN, and I am happy to have made a report after being there and coming home and doing work with the people for 5 years after we went to Beijing. The environmental group has done a special job of imploring and showing the skills of women and their knowledge and their involvement. Men as well as women should do as much as they can. The women have been an inspiring person with children. They have taught them as babies. They have trained them to speak. They have been helpful for them in the home managers and management, in etiquette, and to bring before them the fact that education is important, that they go on through school, through higher education, and show the value of working in the workforce. The people of the world need to get together to show protection and other government people that women are essentially valuable and needed in the environment management. I like to say in the report that was sent in, we got high praise because we didn't come home and keep the information to ourselves. We spread it to the people in the community and all around. And I think that is why the people in the area are as far advanced as is, and teaching our young people that they can follow us and do the same. Thank you very much.
Ione, you radiate a peace and light that draws the ear of power close to you as you whisper or shout the devastating truths about racism, sexism, and life that are your lessons in love. In endless meetings with errand boys and girls of power, I try to channel that light, that peace. What would Ione do? WWID, I ask myself. I doubt that she would storm out of a meeting of white homeowners bent on eliminating affordable housing in my neighborhood as I did Tuesday night. She would tell them what they needed to hear with style and grace, the same style she employed when insisting on her Red Cross swimming lessons in the white-only pool, charming her Aryan instructors as thornier folks like myself would have no hope of doing. WWID, I need to watch and learn a while longer. Thank you.
Oh dear, my program has mysteriously disappeared. Oh, okay. We will now have another musical selection by Mr. Michael McMurray.
So I went down to the old man, I went down to the swimming pool, and there were young people gathered around having a good time. And I said, you know, it's really pretty late. It's almost midnight. We have old people here. Maybe we should play the drums. And they agreed. They apologized. And said, no, we have other people staying here that don't agree with you. We have soldiers staying here. And these young men said, we are soldiers. They were at the jump school, the parachute school at Fort Benning, Georgia. And I said, well, I bet you people have instructions about fraternizing with us peace people. And I said, oh yeah, we got lookouts. The military police have been cruising around all the motels looking for us, but we're staying out of their way. We're outfoxing them. So these young men from the Fort Benning jump school, some of them in Ranger school, which is even more illegal, know that they're being lied to. They know that this government is lying to them, and they know that if they die, it's going to be to benefit people like Halliburton, and not for any purpose of freedom or defending democracy in the world. So I wanted to share that story with you because it's a reminder that these are exactly the people that we need to have on our side. We know how to be martyrs, but we need to learn how to win.
Thank you for those inspiring words. We are now moving on to Gladys Walcott, Francis, and I hope I'm saying this right, Chiavo, and Judy Biden.
I'm Judy Botwood, and I refer you to page 12 for the rest of my comments, so I won't repeat them. They're rather long. I actually heard about Ione years ago from my father, who was an attorney, and evidently used to make excuses to go down to file papers with the clerk of the court's office so that he could see Ione and talk to her. And he told me about this remarkable woman who wants to meet later. And he was absolutely right, of course. We all know Ione as a soft-spoken, very gentle person, and that she is. But I do want to relate an incident and talk about an important part of Ione's character. Ione got me to become a member of the U.S. section of the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. And actually, I replaced her on the board. She served a term. And later, it was my privilege to be able to serve with Ione, who returned to the board. And at one meeting, a rather outrageous thing occurred. And I, who am very verbal, as you all know, was literally dumbstruck. So in shock. And several of us were indeed outraged, but in this state of shock. And there was Ione stepping up to the plate. So I want to speak of Ione's courage in standing up within groups for what is right in the face of organizational power politics and authoritarianism. Ione believes in human rights and civility everywhere, and takes the high ground in insisting that, quote, good intentions, unquote, do not justify bad behavior and the disregard of the rights and feelings of other people. As a fellow member of the National Board of WILF, Ione served as a role model for principled, moral, and courageous behavior, even against the pressure of the majority. Hats off to Ione. I can't begin to tell you how much I admire you.